Is this your first rewind, or if not, how many have you done?
We've done one before 2 years ago.
Okay.
And that was we really enjoyed that. And so we're very happy to be invited back to do this one.
Was it in Henley?
We did Henley and Perth. So they're both great. Perth, Scotland, yeah.
And so, how do you find the audiences compare between the two?
They're kind of similar, really, in a good way. I mean, they're great.
Yeah. We're all sort of crazy 80s people.
Yeah, like us.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know that feeling. Now I've got 5 specific questions to ask you guys.
Okay, question one.
Yeah, the first one is, which icon from the 80s reminds you specifically of the 80s? It could be anything, could be a cartoon character, a film star, piece of music, whatever it might be. But what smacks of the 80s for you?
I don't know, I was going to say Michael Jackson, but then I suppose he was started before that, didn't he?
Yeah. I think when I watched To Live and Die in LA, which is admittedly a movie that we did the music for, but that to me looks very 80s, the way that it's filmed, the way the actors are portrayed in it, and our music, of course, but that to me is a sort of quintessentially 80s thing. Yeah.
Who's in that film?
Willem Dafoe is in it, John Turturro, William Peterson as well.
Okay.
So
they sort of was there, broke them big as they became really big actors after that film.
Okay. And if you could get into a DeLorean and travel back in time and take one of these acts back to the 80s from this weekend, so you could watch them, what would it be?
Wang Chung.
You'd watch yourselves.
Then we'd be younger again, wouldn't we?
Holly Johnson actually would be, to see Frankie back in the day doing their thing would have been really great, I think.
Good choice.
We never got to see them live. We were huge fans of the records. Yeah, so.
That's a good
We
choice.
worked with, in fact, Steve Lipson, who was one of the producers on their records, worked with us, actually.
Yeah.
So, and we were we were working in the same studio around that same time. They just did, I remember him playing us an early mix of when Two Tribes Go to War, and it was like, wow, that's amazing.
That's great.
And you've obviously performed in other countries apart from the UK. Mm-hmm. So where would be your other favourite place to perform?
Well, we've lived and worked in America, and most of our success is over there. We're much bigger over there than we are here.
Because we were signed to an American label.
Yeah.
We had some really big hits.
So signed to Geffen.
So it's lovely playing there. I mean, we get a very, when we play here, we're not quite sure how to structure the set, you know what I mean? But over there, it's much more clear, I think the awareness of what everything about us is bigger, do you know what I mean? So that's an easier thing. But, playing places like this is really great. I mean, we love it, and it's very, very warm response, so we're very grateful for that.
Now, which of your songs were you surprised that it turned out to be a hit?
All of them.
We're getting that a lot.
Yeah.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Every one was a big surprise.
Yeah.
I remember when we did Dance All Day, when we were recording Dance All Days
Yes.
as a demo, and we just did it. We thought it was good, but the response was just like phenomenal.
It's a great song.
More recently as well, we did a song called Space Junk it was for a greatest hits album that we made, shortest album in the world, and all those jokes. And it got used in the first episode of The Walking Dead.
Oh,
and the director of that, Frank Darabont, was a huge fan of that song. And that, to me, I think for both of us, was really gratifying. That it's a more modern song we released in about '98, I think. And the fact that he picked up on that song, and then that song has a lot of interest, a lot of internet views and so whatever they call it.
Yeah, because of the show, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. So that was sort of surprising, that out of nowhere that song really rose to the surface, So,
Go back and look at that then.
Yeah.
And finally, if you could pick one specific lyric out of all your songs, what's your favourite lyric?
Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight.
See that in America, that was a #1 record, right? And so to have fun, so to Wang Chung became a figure of speech. So it became part of the language, part of the culture. So it's kind of name checked in all these sort of big TV shows, and so I think that's quite proud of that.
Yeah, that's a good thing to be part of.
Yeah.
Great, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I'm zooming.